I, 28F, found a child's shirt and baby shoes in my fiancé's 33M house. Turns out he was hiding an entire family from me. +1 update. I'm sorry if this is long and all over the place. I met my fiancé when we dated as kids in middle school. We reconnected about 2 years ago after living life separately and meshed so well that we decided to just take the jump. His family lives in Texas. We originally lived in Minnesota, with his mother not doing well, so we moved down here to be close. My fiancé has a 2-bedroom that he purchased when he first learned of his mother's condition. This was about a year ago. At first, after we realized we wanted things long-term, he would fly back and forth every couple weeks or so until I asked him to just stay with me. He had no intention of moving back, and it was kinda you move here or we do long-distance situation. He did not explicitly tell me that, but that is just what I gathered from our situation. After time of thinking, I quit my job and just moved to be with him. I have been here officially for 40 days. Just a bit of backstory. When looking for something in the garage last week, I found a pair of baby-sized Nike shoes. I asked him who they belonged to and he said he had no idea. I thought nothing of it at the time and just tossed them. 2 days ago, when going through the hamper to do our laundry, I found a small pink bluey t-shirt. Probably the size of a 5 or 6-year-old. I immediately remembered the shoes and my mind started to race. I admit I assumed the worst, that he's hiding a kid from me, and blew up a bit, accused him of lying to me. I started to get emotional and things of that nature. And an argument ensued after I didn't believe him when he swore he had no idea where these things are from. He is an only child, so no nieces. The only family he really talks to here are his parents. He offered no explanation other than simply insisting he has no idea. I pretty much shut down after realizing we were getting nowhere and have spoken maybe 10 words to him since then. He is not pushing me to either. Feels like I am just here. Since yesterday, I am just filled with despair and regret about moving here, and I'm not even sure if I should be. I guess I'm just curious how I can go about this. The mere thought of apologizing for my blow-up and trying to rectify things when he is secretly lying to me about something like that just makes my stomach churn. I don't at all hope or even want to believe that is the case. He has never given me any reason to feel like this, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, I think it makes a big difference whether his attitude is, I don't know where these things came from, you should just forget about it, versus, I don't know where these things came from, I agree it seems really weird, let's try to figure it out. Oop, yes, he seems to think I am dwelling on it, but any normal person would at the very least be curious, I think. Thank you. Commenter 2, my mind went to even a worse place than yours, let's pray it's not either. Oop, well, my mind would never immediately go there in regards to him, but as a woman I know better than to completely rule it out. Commenter 3, nope, something sus is definitely going on. Kids' clothes don't just appear in the hamper, unless the laundry has been out and done at a laundromat maybe. Also, he should be as confused as you are. Oop, thank you. If I'd found it on our street or something, I wouldn't have reacted the way I did, and we do not go to laundromats. I do laundry at least once a week. Commenter 4, does he have any friends with kids? Because the fact that he's not making a big deal out of it is weird to me, tbh. If me or my husband were to find something that is obviously not mine, not his, among belongings, we would be freaking out and trying to find out how did they end up there. This is not something he can just ignore. Emo, those things didn't walk on their own to get where you found them. Oop, thank you for this. I feel the same way and was half expecting to be gaslit here. I may take some time to gather my thoughts, but I definitely do not intend to let this go away. Is Oop comfortable with bringing this up to her fiancé's parents? Oop, not an issue I'd be comfortable bringing up to his mother, unfortunately, and she is also not well. I don't speak with his father much, and the only socials he really uses are Facebook and TikTok. We generally have, or had, a healthy and trusting relationship. Emo. Commenter 5, as someone else pointed out, there's no way you dated in middle school when he's 5 years older than you. He would have been 17 or 18 and either in his senior year of high school or he graduated already. If this is real, the whole thing with the baby shoes and shirt makes me think he's hiding a kid. Oop, we were 12 and 16 when we met. I shouldn't have said dated, but when you're 12, what else do you call it? We were neighbors and liked each other, it was never nefarious. Didn't even care to give those comments a response, honestly. I'm dealing with enough than to read I'm lying or my fiancé preyed on me. Update, 5 days later. Not sure I'm formatting this right, but just wanted to update for those still messaging me and commenting. This is probably anticlimactic for most of you and in hindsight may be obvious, but please refrain from the negativity or I told you so's in the comments. Trust me, I have beaten myself up enough. Nothing can be said that I haven't thought to myself already. Someone here suggested I suggest getting cameras to him and gauge his reaction. Thank you so much. If reading, I lost you in the sea of comments, lol. He was very against it and jumped to the conclusion I was trying to catch him in something. A reaction that took me by surprise. After that I said FK it and went through his phone, another popular suggestion, something neither of us had done since knowing each other, so I'd watched him put in the code from the corner of my eye and then went through it when he slept. Found a woman he's been calling/answering calls from while he's working maybe every other day. After my hands stopped shaking, I called from my phone and asked who she is. She asked me who I am, and I tell her I'm his fiancé. She tells me she's the mother of his kids and that he's a father of 2 boys and a girl, 10, 7 and 5 years old. That they met in college and have been on and off since then, but they are currently just co-parenting. An obvious lie. She then tells me she was told about me and he'd said I was pregnant? And pretty much moved here at random against his will. That I was just a crazy one-night stand while they were on break and he was just trying to co-parent. Basically playing this role of the heroic father, to a fake baby, trying to do right. When in reality he's just a psychotic boss. She seemed more relieved I wasn't pregnant than anything, vomiting face emoji, but that is her issue. Told her about the shirt and she'd said her kids spent the weekend, another lie because no one has even been here since I've moved in. Didn't even seem to care he hid his own children from a woman he was going to marry. Anyway, he doesn't know, but I'm leaving. I'll be using my little savings to get home and stay at a motel until I'm on my feet again. Thankfully, when I left, my boss said I was always welcome back. My flight is in 2 days. Also, probably shouldn't have, but I broke his phone too and said I accidentally spilled water on it because about an hour after I called the girl, she texted him, "Call me," and I panicked. I assume she plans to tell him that I know, even though I asked her not to. It hurts, and I've been evaluating everything thus far, every conversation we've had, every little piece that hasn't added up. One thing I will say, although he never begged me to move or anything, we did have numerous convos about the possibility, and a month before I moved here he acted so excited and even sent me a bunch of job listings in the area. I definitely did not stalk him at all, but he clearly wants his baby mama if he's concocted this whole psycho fairy tale to sell her, so I'm honestly and truly done. Just trying to remain calm and sane until I'm up and out of his life for good. This whole time he hasn't even asked why I'm not talking to him either, thankfully because I wouldn't know what to say, and I know he's a garbage parasite, but that just hurts me even more. It's like I really was just nothing this whole time. Uprooted my whole life literally for nothing more than a singular month of playing wife. Now to pick up the pieces and repair him all on my own, while his life stays unchanged and he's happy with his family. So yeah, this was probably more of a vent, but at least you guys can stop wondering. This has all happened within the last 48 hours, so I am still collecting myself emotionally. I do appreciate all the support and advice. And to any women currently feeling like something isn't adding up, please trust your gut the first time. Ignoring it will never work out in favor of the relationship. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, Woop. I'm so sorry. This is a lot. So they are not together as he lives separately? She says they are on a break, but he owns another property that he's living in it currently? How far away do his kids live? She sounds like she's not entirely truthful as well. I wonder how long he thought he could go on hiding them from you now that you're living together. Oop, thanks a lot. Yes, I get the feeling she's lying as well, but that is their prerogative. Any woman okay with her kid's dad living a double life to this extent is probably crazy too. They deserve each other. Commenter 2, she might be lying about everything. He's not innocent, however, as he knows precisely what's going on and is hiding it and lying. Oop, yeah, all I really care about is him hiding 3 kids from me. I can see her lying about the co-parenting and stuff, but I wouldn't want to be with him regardless. Could never trust him again. Commenter 3, I'm so sorry. Shiite, but at least you found out before a wedding. But look at it as your new start and future awaits. Onwards and upwards. Good luck, Op. Oop, thanks a lot, you are absolutely right. Onwards, up and upwards indeed. Oop on her ex and his ex lying to her about the children and their relationship. Oop, yeah, I mean he lied about not knowing where the things I found it came from. I'm inclined to believe at least some of what she told me. And I'd really rather not get into the whys and hows with him of how I recovered this information. I do totally see where you are coming from though.